All you night readers, it is good to see everyone, and welcome to Tarot Days and Nights. It is nice to have everyone here. I hope you are all doing well. Let me see what's going on. And oh, look at that. Wow, we got a crowd already. We have a crowd. I love a good crowd. I love when you guys are all here. It's so nice. Hello, Yvonne. Hello, Selena. Hello, Ms. Almond. Hello, Jesse Angel and Lisa. Hey, Lisa. Haven't seen you in days. Saw some lovely pictures, though. Empress Love, it's great to have you. Shivani and Ihudi. Hola, hola. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the Night Reader family. You are absolutely welcome here. Happily ever after. Wheat Tins, Basharat, CM, hi CM. Mona. All right. Let's get going and see what we have on tap for tonight. What's on tap for tonight? Okay, so let's see what's going on, Yvonne. You just want a general reading? That sounds good. All right. So, generally speaking, I think someone around you, of course, has been very tempted by something that's not good because it's the devil. So it's never good when it's the devil. And now they feel very left out of things. They really feel like they shouldn't, like they're not part of any of the celebrations anymore, right? They are not allowed to join in. Gosh, hold on. I don't want to cough in everybody's ear. Yeah, I've been this way since this morning, can you tell? Yvonne knows she was here this morning. Anyhow, yeah. So, I think they feel left out of all of the family functions, everything that has to do with the family. I think they are really feeling that way. They are not allowed to join in any reindeer games. But then one foggy Christmas Eve, I think you were looking off, searching for something, right? You're kind of searching for something, searching for results, searching for the results that are very close to you, results that should be coming pretty soon. So I would say have a good weekend for sure this weekend. Try your best to relax, and I know that's not easy if you are in pain and you're feeling bad, right? I know that's not the easiest thing to do. It's never easy, but if you can, try to relax a little. You had the Four of Swords this morning, as a matter of fact, right? It was the woman, it was in the Anna.K deck, and it was right here. It was the woman, it was right here. It was, right, the woman laying in bed with somebody sitting on the bed next to her and the medicine bottle next to her. Now you got it right here at the end of the reading. So maybe this just kind of leads into your reading from this morning. Interesting, right? But yeah, you have to rest. You have to have some peace and quiet. You need to take a time out. And I think that will help you, Yvonne. But yeah, the beginning here kind of gives me some background family stuff. Yeah, and unfortunately, I see that a lot with you. But I see that a lot with Lisa too. So Selena. The relationship between your father and you has not been the best ever since you were young. Oh, that's too bad. You just want to know, will we ever have a better relationship as father and daughter? Okay. Will you ever have a better relationship as father and daughter, Selena? Oh, I hope so. I hope this turns out really great. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. All right, let's see. So this is you. This first card is all about you, right? You are at times emotionally fragile. I believe I would be willing to say that you just don't like things to change. You would like everything to be able to stay the same all the time. And you are very imaginative and very compassionate. And that's what I think, this is what I think is describing you. I think this big burly man here is describing your father, right? I think he was very successful when he worked in his business. He had success in business. I think he takes control of situations. I think he's dependable, but I do think he's realistic. And even if you did not have the best of relationships, I believe he provided for his family. Okay. Anytime you can stop and tell me if I'm wrong, by the way, Selena. Please. You welcome change for the better. All right. Yeah. Change for the better is good. It's good, but it's hard, right? It's hard to change. It's hard to change things that you've been doing for ages and ages and ages. Even if it is better, it's still difficult to do it, I think. And that's just me. And you know what? No one else, that may not be anyone else. That might be, that might just be a me thing. That I find it hard to change, good or bad. What are you saying? The funny part is my dad does have a beard and did have his own business. So, okay. So there you go. So he was successful in his business. He did control things and he did provide for his family. Now, I think having the business on his own, I think having his own business was always difficult, right? He had a lot of obligations. He had a lot of responsibility. He had a lot of responsibility, right? But he also had a lot of good opportunities when he was running his own business and having his own business. Now, I think when he had his own business, I think that he had to be very emotionally detached from people. I think, he was probably in sales or something to that effect. And you can't, whatever it was he was in, whatever he was doing, you can't get emotionally involved with the customer, or else it gives you, it'll skew your judgment, right? It changes your judgment. Right? That's how I feel, at least. I mean, that's how it is when I do this, right? I get emotionally involved in everybody's reading. I do. I get emotionally involved in everybody's reading. And it affects me personally. But I think your father was able to not have to do that. I think he was able to turn that off, his emotions. I think he was able to turn it off, become, that more distant type of person when he had to. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I think he had to do that just so that so things would work better. Now, so you've got those two things, right? These two describe the two of you. This kind of describes what he did and how he became cold, or why he's cold and distant to you. Because I truly believe that he never was able to turn those emotions right back on. Once you get to a point where every single day you have to turn your emotions off, you get to a point where they don't come back on, or at least not very easily. That's for sure. It's a lot of work to get back into being emotionally stable, being emotionally happy. Oh, sorry. But here's what I see for the future. I waited. I left the Two of Cups here in the middle for the whole thing, because that's kind of like the middle, or I should say that's like the basis of the story. You want to know if you guys will ever have a better relationship, and I do see that you will end up having an emotional connection with your dad. I really do. I think it will be a good emotional connection. I think he will learn to move from this, from this cold, distant type of person where, again, it was something that he learned. It was a learned thing that he had to do. And now he is, now he's got to undo it all. And that's not easy, right? You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, he's trying to learn a new trick, and it's not easy. But I think in the end, I think he really will come around and have that emotional connection with you. Right? And I think the two of you will have a nice father-daughter harmony together. I really do. You can see it here. Of course, a lot of times this is, boyfriend and girlfriend, or, very close friends, but it doesn't have to be. When we're talking about this relationship, well, then to me, this is you and your father. All right. That's what I get for you, Selena. Thank you so much. Yep. I think that might have been it. I think again, I think I get tuned into you sometimes, because sometimes I have some of my very best and most accurate readings with you for some reason. It seems that way, doesn't it, Selena? I mean, it's not like I don't have accurate readings for everybody else, because I try to, and I, like I said, maybe 85% of the time I do. But it just seems like sometimes I get really small details right. I don't know. I get small details right with Yvonne. I get small details right with a lot of people, I guess. I got small details right with Happily Ever After. And Lisa. And Chanel Almond. My dear friend Chanel. Ms. Almond. It is very nice to see you. And you would like to know, what does this guy I'm seeing want from me? Does he actually want a relationship? Oh, Chanel, does he really want a relationship? I never got the difference yesterday between what is seeing and what is boyfriend and girlfriend. What's the difference? What is that difference? I asked that yesterday, and I did not get any kind of an answer. So I still don't know, because to me that used to be, that was interchangeable when I was young, 75, 80, 90 years ago, whatever it was, way back when I was young. So, all right. Oh gosh. Here's what I think about this guy. Again, I got the King of Pentacles for you, just like I just had about Selena's dad. And, and the King of Pentacles can be many different things. Now, the things I told her about her dad are going to be a little different than what I tell you about this guy, because that's what you called him. You called him this guy. So that's what we're calling. Again, I do think he is dependable. I think he's there when you are calling him. But I think he is very disciplined, and I think he feels like he has all the power. Right? I really think that's what he is like. I think he feels that way. I think he is very energetic. I think he's very friendly to you. I think he likes to try to be passionate. And I think he uses his charisma to his advantage, where he can bring people in, right? He can kind of suck them in and really, and then do whatever he wants to do. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. It makes sense to me. So that's what I'm thinking. So here's what I feel is going to happen with him. I really believe he thinks that he is above other people, right? He feels like he is the authority. I just think he feels that way, right? Like he's above everyone. I see him leaving very quickly at some point. And I see where he leaves and, excuse me, I see where he leaves and does not come back. Right? Eight of Cups is all about going, leaving, and never looking back. And I think that is what's going to be the end of this relationship, unfortunately. Unfortunate. I feel bad. I always feel bad when I tell someone something that's sad, because then, of course, it makes me feel sad too. And, I know how that is. I know how it feels, and I understand. But I also have to, I explained this morning. I have to tell you exactly what I see. Right? I have to tell you the truth, or else nobody would ever believe me. Nobody would ever trust my readings ever again. I wouldn't trust a tarot card reader that lied to me. Even if it had to be bad news or sad news, I still, I have to tell it. I have to tell it like I get it, right? So I'm sorry. I just don't see where things. I don't think he's relationship material. I just don't see it. I'm sorry, Chanel. All right, let's see something here. Combobulated. Nice to have you back, Cancerian Clairvoyant. Good to have you. Yeah, that is true. All right, Yvonne. All my readings are so accurate all the time. You're amazing at what you do. Thank you. That's why we keep coming back and look forward to our time every day. You know, I look forward to seeing you guys every day too. I look forward to seeing everyone, but you know, I do. I look forward to seeing and talking to everyone individually as well. All right. Why did you have the dream last night about a plane? Oof. What does it mean for me? I was on a plane at an airport and the plane was about to take off, is all I remember. And then everything went upside down. No, that's not how it went, huh? All right. I think that the just sitting on a plane thing is just telling you all about looking at things through a different lens, right? Looking at things out the window of the plane, basically, right? Through a different lens. So I think that's what that is. I think this is what the dream is about. It's telling you you have to look at something that's going on, something that you're not sure of. If you need to look at it from a different perspective, all right? You're going to have to discover exactly what it is that is not going right. And it's going to be something small. So it's going to be hard to find, right? It's going to be something small. It's always something small. It's hard to find. But I do believe that you will find it, right? You're very organized. You are, very relaxed, very down to earth. So you'll take the time to find whatever this little small thing is. Now, I think this all has to do with you, whatever this is that you are looking at, whatever it is that you're working on that you can't quite figure out, has to do with you giving something to someone. Have you given something to somebody recently that either they didn't take, they didn't want, or they just something was not right about it? Because I'm kind of getting that feeling, and that's what you're kind of confused about. And that's why you need to look at things differently, because something was not right about that. The King of Swords tells me it was all someone's judgment was in question, or somebody's judgment was, somebody judged something else or someone else. I just see a lot of discipline. I see a lot of authority. All right, I think there was a lot of authority figures. Maybe they were all on the plane with you. Truthfully, maybe that was the case. I mean, I don't know who was on the plane. I don't know if you could see who was on the plane with you in the dream, but maybe I have this funny feeling that it all has to do with this authority. And maybe, just maybe, that was all part of it. So, all right. That's what I'm getting for you. That is what I get. And I hope that makes sense. I'm not No, not always exact. I'm not exactly sure if it does or not, but I hope it does. That was a tough one. You got me on that one. You really did. I am not a good dream interpreter, unfortunately, for some strange reason. Anytime I've ever done dream interpretation readings, I don't feel very confident about them. Usually I tell my readings and I'm pretty confident about what I'm telling people. Right, Lise? It's nice to have you back. I saw some wonderful family pictures of you all. Mother of a teenager. Look like you're a teenager yourself. But hey. Actually, at least I gotta hold up here for you for a second, because Happily Ever After donated to me. She donated, and you know how that works, right? Everybody knows how that works. Donations go first. I do have to do that, and I do have to stick to that, because them's the rules. Them's the rules. So Happily Ever After, thank you for your donation. Thank you for your generosity. I do appreciate it. And let's see here. What is your question? Your question is, Raza, your long distance connection person, message where I made a clear point. What will his actions be towards our connection following what you said? All right, so you sent Raza a message. And now you want to know. You kind of laid something out on him, right? You kind of laid something out to him. You made things very clear, right? And now you want to know how he's feeling and what his actions are going to be. I understand. So I think your clear point was all about how you want this happy family life. Right, you got that Happily Ever After. You got it. I think you're really looking at having that very happy family life. I think it's all about healing. I think it was all about emotional healing. I think the whole conversation was just emotional, period. I think it all has to do with self-worth. Queen of Wands tells me it was probably very powerful. It was probably a very powerful and blunt conversation. I don't think you pulled any punches. I think you just let him have it. I think you were kind of excitable, and you really gave it to him. The devil says, yeah, you did not lay back at all. You just leaned right into the guy. And you know what? That's okay. It's okay that you do that. It's all right to put out there exactly what you want. Because if he's not going to give it to you, if he's not going to be exactly what you want, well, then you know what? You can't waste your time on that. You have to move forward, and you will find someone else that will be exactly what you want them to be. Right? I definitely believe that. You know, I think today, I think Raza really was looking back on all of the things that were said. And I believe, he is now really contemplating how is he going to move forward with you and follow the directions that you gave him, follow the rules, follow the boundaries, as you say. I just saw that, right? Follow the boundaries. So I think that's going to be difficult for him because he's not used to following boundaries. But I think that it's good that you put it out there, and now you're going to have to wait, right? You're going to have some patience. You're going to have a little bit of patience and see what he is going to do next, because his next move, he doesn't know what it is yet. He's really thinking about it hard. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He is, like I said, he needs to emotionally heal from that conversation, because it was very intense. It was very intense. It was very emotional. I'm guarantee he did not see it coming. That's for sure. But I think you're going to find out one way or another. You're going to find out, right? Here I am right in the middle. You're going to find out one way or the other where he stands with you. And he's either going to be with you, or he is going to move on, and that will give you the opportunity to move forward. And if he wants to move on, that's up to him, right? But then at least you have the opportunity to do the same thing. Oh, happily ever after. Good job. Good job for you. So, all right. So thank you very much. I do appreciate that. All right, so I did get other donations in. I got a donation from CM. My friend CM, you donated to me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now I have to find your question. There it is. Maybe. Oh, you know why the bot hit that thing? Because there's a space. There's no space between two sentences. Between the word keep and coming, there's a period, and it looks like it should be a website. It's so stupid. That dumb thing. Streamlabs, I don't pay attention to it. It's not going to do anything, so. What was your question, CM? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Right there. Can you get a general reading for the rest of the month? Then I also, after CM, I got a donation from Cancerian Clairvoyant. Orange Peels. Thank you, Orange Peels. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here. If you're new, Orange Peels, and I'm almost positive you are, because I would remember. If you would subscribe for me, I would appreciate it. If you would also, hit the notification bell. That's it. Hit that notification bell. I would appreciate that. Effie, the same thing I was just saying. If you're new, please hit subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so you can see that I'm on twice a day, every single day. And I also send out daily tarot tips every single morning. Morning my time, at least. Morning Eastern time. I send them out at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern every day. So I hope you guys get a chance to watch them. I hope you enjoy them. If you do watch them and enjoy them, please give it a thumbs up. Give it a like. You don't have to comment. I understand. Comments are nice, but you don't have to do that. But it is always But a thumbs up is always nice. That's always a good thing. All right. So a general reading for the rest of this month. We only have, 11 days left? And today's almost over. So CM, I think things are moving really fast this month, or at least they're going to move fast for the rest of the month. I think so. I think that's what's going on. I think things are moving really quick, or at least, like I said, they're going to. But then you're going to kind of hit a wall where you're not sure exactly what to do. Something's going to come up and you're going to kind of be unsure of what to do and where exactly to go. And I think you're going to have to make a choice, right? Now, of course, there's no wrong choices because you have to make them, but I also see that it's going to be difficult to choose because you can't see the choices. You see how you're blindfolded in there. So you can't really see the choices. It's difficult. I think once you make the choice, I think you're going to decide. I think your decision is going to be about starting something new. And I think once you start something new, right, you're going to plant the seed and it's going to be a brand new start. It's going to be a brand new purpose for you, something new that you want to do. That idea is going to finally get started, just in the starting phase, right? Because things are changing. Things are changing. Not only is this the death card, but it's death and rebirth. Because that's what the death card's all about. It's not really about being dead. It's not, people think, people who don't know anything about tarot and they just see for the first time and they say, oh my gosh, there's a card called death. Somebody's going to die. It has nothing to do with that, right? We all know that. Death and rebirth. Something ends, right? Something stops happening. So something that's going on this month, something that's been going on this month in your life that may not be exactly what you've wanted is going to stop. And then you're going to move forward, the rebirth part, right? You move forward from that. And from what I see after that, you move right into all of this happiness, the 10 of Cups worth of happiness, which is all about safety and love. Now, I know this guy from ages ago contacted you and stuff like that, and that's, that's ancient history. He's not the one. He's not anything to do with this, I'll tell you that. So don't worry about him. He's not. But I think there's going to be, I think maybe there's going to be somebody who comes along who might have an issue, or not an issue, I'm sorry. Might have a interest in seeing you from somewhere. No, it's definitely not the first ex guy. Nah, he's ancient history. way. But no, I think things are going to be good. I think there may be someone that comes around who really wants to be that long-term committed relationship guy for you. All right. Something to think about. Something to think about, CM. I don't see anything bad. The death card is not bad at all because it's just telling me that something that's been going on this month, probably something terrible, something not terrible, it's probably something that you didn't want to happen anyway, is going to stop and you're going to move out of that into something happy. So, something to think about, right? All right, so, and then I got got a donation from Cancerian Clairvoyant, and that is where is your question? There it is. There it is. What is going to happen between Lewis and you? Will you be able to continue working together after all of this? Oh, a work-love relationship. Oof. That's a difficult thing. You know that, right? Thank you. Thank you, CM. I do appreciate you donating, and I appreciate you and Cancerian Clairvoyant and Happily Ever After. All of you, I do appreciate the generosity that you guys are showing and that you show by helping with the channel and helping support things so that we can keep being here twice a day, every single day. Monday, I'm going to tell you this, on Monday at 4:30 Eastern time, right? 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern time. So let's see, was it 9? That's 9:30 England and Ireland, and 10:30 in South Africa, and oh gosh, where else? It's late at night in India. But anyhow, if you find the channel up for The Tarot Magician, it's 3 words, just like mine, right? Mine is The Night Reader Tarot, 3 words. Hers is The Tarot Magician. If you find her website, YouTube channel on Monday at 4:30 Eastern time, she'll be doing her live readings, and she will be along with Modern Priscilla Tarot. The two of them are doing a collaboration together. Now we've had the Tarot Magician here before, and she's done a collaboration with me, and I did a collaboration on her channel once. So some of you may be familiar with her, but if you get a chance on Monday, or look her up ahead of time so you can get a notification that she will be on, so you guys can maybe get a chance to get in there and get a good reading and stuff. I will be there. I'll be there for support. That's all I have to do. I know Modern Priscilla Tarot and I have been talking about doing another collaboration as well, so it's always nice to do that. They're fun to do. All right, so what's going to happen between you and Lewis? Will you be able to continue to work together after all of this? I really think that this is going to isolate one of you, right? The other one's going to probably not work together well anymore. So one of you is going to stay at the job and one of you is going to leave. Otherwise, it's too much conflict. Too awkward. It's just too awkward. Okay. Now, that's not saying that you and Lewis are going to break up. That's only if. This is only an if right here. If you were to break up, then one of you would stay at the job and one of you would leave because of the awkwardness. The Empress tells me you're willing to protect this relationship. And I think Lewis is trying to and wants to nurture the relationship as well, right? So I think the two of you are really working hard to keep this relationship going. I don't think you want it to end. I don't think you want things to go badly, right? I think there's ways that you can be successful. I think you need to lean on on the people who support you. You really need that, right? You need to lean on people that support you. Not at all, huh? You don't want to be in this relationship at all, huh? Or do you want it to go well? Okay, wait. You want it to go well? You both run a company together. Do you want the relationship to continue or not at all? Because now I'm a little confused. Okay, so you do want it to go well. So like I said, I think the two of you are working hard. One of you wants to really protect it. The other one wants to be nurturing to the other person. And you want to work on things to get them to continue. And like I said, the way to be successful is you're going to have to lean on your support. Lean on the people who support you. Lean on the people who are there for you. Because there are people there for you. There are people who are supporting you. You have to have confidence that you can work this out. It may be a very difficult situation, and situations are always difficult, I know. But I'm going to tell you, your first priority is to try your best to make things work. But then if they can't, then no, you cannot work together anymore. It would be too awkward. It would be too close quarters, right? Too close of a situation, and it would just be weird. So, but I think, as long as nobody's cheating or beating, those are my two definite no-nos. Cheatings and beatings. If somebody's doing that, then you run away. You run. But if somebody, if there's other types of misunderstandings and you can get through it, well, then I would be willing to say you try your best. That's all. You try your best, and if it doesn't work, at least you know in your heart you tried as hard as you could. And, well, that's where things go from there. All right. Thank you so much again for donating. I do appreciate it. Lisa, I'm back. I am back. I did not forget you. So let's see what we get for you. So yes, like I was saying before, I saw some lovely photographs of a very happy and beautiful family, along with a very beautiful extended family. Because I know some of the other people in those photos who were there. Or at least one person. And I think she knows too. And I think it was very beautiful. And I think the family is such a happy family, right? And of course, that's kind of what I get right here in the middle of this whole reading, is all that happiness, all that wonderful, emotional soulmate connection, right? I think all is fair in your house, not in love and war. But I think in your house, I think the two of you treat each other very fairly. I think you really balance each other out, right? You balance each other out. I think things move. I think you do things kind of quickly. You plan things out and then you do them really fast, and that's okay. You're a planner. You're the organizer, right? You're the one who gets everything all figured out, how to do it and what to do. And then you let your significant other do the work. you let him be the little warrior, right? The brave, adventurous, free-spirited person who is going to actually do whatever it is that you've planned. So you plan things, he does them. He does them pretty quickly, as fast as he can for you. You guys treat each other fairly and balance each other out. And I think the two of you are just, again, constantly getting stronger and stronger and stronger with each other. And it's a wonderful thing, Lisa. It really is. It's always good. All right, let us see. Where are we here? Empress Love. Empress Love, it's nice to have you. Thanks for being here. I saw you all over today. I saw you this morning. I saw you over at MPT's show. And now here again. This is awesome. There's never a time that I could ever see any of you people, and any of you, too much. I enjoy seeing you all as often as we can. So, all right, let's see what we get for you. What have your dreams been trying to tell you, Empress Love? What have your dreams been trying to tell you? Oh, let's see. Has there been something specific in your dreams that's going on? Yeah, good night, Yvonne. And you're very welcome, Lisa. It's good to have you guys here. I'm so happy. Always nice to have you. Lisa, it's good to have you back. I'm waiting for the rest of the family now. All right, so I think your dreams are giving you ideas of your past, right? I think you're kind of having dreams about things that have happened in the past. And of course, I think they're really trying to give you the feeling that that you are, oh gosh, what's the best way of putting it? Let me think. How is the best way to put this? I think the things that you're seeing from the past are only good things. I think you're only seeing the good stuff. You don't see anything bad. You don't see any of the burdens, right? But you know the burdens were there. And that's not good, right? That is not a good thing for you, because you don't want to see just the good and not the bad, because then all you remember are the good things. And I think the things that you're seeing are probably things that you don't really want to see in your dream, right? At least that's how it is for me. When I'm confused about dreams and stuff, I truly believe that, I only see good things, even though I know whoever it is that's in the dream with me did terrible things. I only see good things, and I can't change it till you wake up, right? You can't think about the bad stuff till you wake up, and then it's too late. I think things move very slowly when you're having a dream. I think things move extremely slowly when you're having a dream, then you wake up and it's like time's flying by, right? It's like from one extreme to another, and it's a weird feeling. I think I think it makes you just feel very strange when you wake up. I think you feel very unbalanced, right? You don't feel like things are in balance right now, and you need to move forward. So you have to do things a little in moderation. Take them slowly. Don't go too quick. And I really just think that your dreams are telling you about episodes in your past. The problem is they only show you the good things, and that's the issue. They only show what's good, and they don't show you what the bad things were. As you can see here, right? You can only see good stuff. This is only good. There's nothing bad in this. This is a boy and a puppy, for crying out loud. That's the best thing. That's the cutest thing you could ever see. But that's what I think. That's what I think for you, Empress Love. All right? All right. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Where am I here? I was looking at something that I wanted to get to, and there it is. Hola. Good to have you here. Again, thank you so much for coming to the show. I know you are a wonderful follower of Modern Priscilla Tarot, and I do appreciate you coming over and being part of my show too. All right, so I've read your question. You want to find out if there's something really wrong or if it's just something treatable. I understand. How old are you, Ola? If you're willing to tell. I know you should never ask a woman her age, but it might be helpful. All right, so here's what I think. Here's what I think is going on, and I think what's going on in your life is causing this problem. I'm going to tell you this beforehand, of course, because I really have to. Maybe if my mouse will work. There we go. Where are we? Right there. Remember, you have to remember before anything else that my readings are only for entertainment purposes. I do not... I'm not a doctor. I never went to any kind of doctoring school. I never, ever played a doctor on TV. Nothing. So, something to keep in mind, okay? Something to keep in mind. So whatever it is here that I tell you does not mean you don't go to a doctor to check it out, because you do go to a doctor for anything like this. But here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking circumstances are causing this issue. And I think the circumstances are, you've had something happen in the recent past, probably over the past 6 months and all, that has been extremely stressful. I think it's been very stressful. I think it's made you feel very detached from everyone. I think you have really known a lot of sadness over the past 6 months. Something's happened, maybe even longer than that, maybe back to the beginning of the year. I would say since the beginning of the year, because that's when I think 6 months, 6 months, that's like the beginning of the year. No, it's not anymore. It was 4 months ago, maybe. But anyhow, back to the beginning of the year, I think between then and now, something very, very stressful has gone on in your life. And I think it's been, I think it's made you feel very distant from people. And like I said, very emotionally detached. Very cut off, right? Very cut off from everyone. I think justice is telling you that, things are just not fair. Life isn't feeling fair to you right now. You don't feel balanced. You don't feel like things are good. You feel like, you're just give, and nobody ever gives back. There's nothing in return. I think this stress has been caused by something that's going on between you and someone else. whether it's a relationship that went bad, or it's a friendship that went bad, or a falling out with family members. Something has happened that has caused a lot of stress. Something has caused a lot of stress. And I think it's left you kind of just hanging, right? So, literally someone's left you hanging. They've kind of left you out to dry, and you don't feel good about that. And it really is hurting your feelings. I think right now your feelings are very hurt. And I'm going to tell you, this is just from me personally, I knew nothing about any of this stuff. I am not a doctor, and I shy away from any type of womanly things. I get very embarrassed even just thinking. But I'm going to tell you, honestly, I think it's stress that is causing this problem for you. I really think it's something that's going to be treatable by a completely different way, in a completely different way. Yeah, see, all this stuff, right? You're unemployed. Your personal life is in a drift. You have a selfish family. You don't feel balanced at all. You don't feel good. You don't feel good about yourself. Your self-esteem has gone down. Your confidence has gone down. And you are very sad about these things. And I'm telling you, that's what's causing this. That is really what I believe from cards. That's what I believe is causing this. But I am only a guy reading cards on the internet. I don't know anything about anything medical. So please remember that. Entertainment purposes only. I still would absolutely see a doctor. Definitely. You do not want me being the one to give you advice on female issues. But I will tell you what the cards say, and that's what I saw. All right, Combobulated. It's good to have you here. Thanks for being here. Yeah, okay. Well, that's... Ola, that's what I'm thinking. Just the stuff that you're writing down there at the bottom is definitely goes along with what I'm thinking too. That's so interesting. All right, Combobulated. Can you ask a question? Of course you can. Let the others go first, though. Well, not everybody gets to go first. There has to be a time when I pick you, right? And there's only so much time in an hour. How does my manager at work see me? What is the best way to deal with the dynamics of your team? All right. You're welcome, Ola. Thank you. Hello. Goodbye. It's very good to have you here. Like I said, I did appreciate you being here from MPT show. See you later, CM. Thank you. Talk to you soon. All right. I have been a little long-winded in some of my readings tonight, so I am going to do one more reading after this one still. This really should be my last one. And if I have any donations, of course, then I will continue to do readings also, because donations do guarantee a reading. All right. How do you deal with the dynamics of your team? And how does your manager see you? Is your manager a man or a woman? These two cards look very similar, don't they? They're both kind of standing in the exact same pose, just turned a little differently. If you turn this person around a little bit this way, they would almost look exactly like this. Interesting, right? Very interesting. I think your boss sees you as somebody who really wants to learn something new. I think your boss really believes you are interested in learning new things. You want to see what there is to learn, what you need to know, and you will find out and learn it. She's a woman. It's a woman boss, and that's okay. And nothing wrong with that. That's great. More power to them. I just think you are in a win. A win at all costs kind of situation, where somebody on your team feels like no matter what it takes, they will do anything to win. They will do anything to come out ahead and look better than everybody else. There's always one, and there is one in your group. And I think that is causing you to feel very isolated from everyone. I think that I think that makes everybody feel isolated and kind of on guard, right? The Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups tells me about, a very close relationship between you and your boss. I think the two of you get along. I think you get along, but I gotta think that you are not in a very, I don't think you're in a very successful relationship, business relationship, of course. I think you are very imaginative. I think you have a very artistic mind and I think you're very calm. And I think the other person in this issue is not that way, right? I think they are very emotional, and I think they are very, I think they bring people into them so that and that makes them feel better because people come to them and have to come to them. This is probably your boss, right? This is your boss that we're talking about, I'm thinking. But yeah, I definitely see where the dynamic of the team is basically everyone is out for themselves. Everyone seems to be out for themselves. Nobody works as a team. There is not that teamwork. It's just not, it's not that cohesive group like you would want in a team. And that really shows with the isolation of the hermit, right? The isolation of the hermit shows that everybody is kind of on their own island. Everybody has to make a sacrifice for one person. And that person being your boss. The only way to deal with it, of course, is you've got to, you got to get everybody together, and you've all got to kind of, if you all feel the same way, you all got to confront at the same time, all together as a group. But you know what? Everybody won't do that because some people are afraid. People will be afraid to do that because they'll be afraid they'll get fired. Especially if they have not been doing a great job recently. If they have not been doing a great job, this will give the boss a reason to, to get rid of them. So, all right. Oh gosh. All right, I am going to pick one last question, and I will double check for donations first. so no donations. Sorry. All right, so Basharat, you would like the current feelings and thoughts of S for you. So, how does S feel? And what does S think about you? Oh, hello, Wheat Tins. I see you. Mona, I'm sorry I didn't get to you tonight either. Zara. Shivani Singh, hi. You know, it's never anything personal that I do not get to you guys. I just, you know, like I said, there's only so much time in an hour. And there's only so many readings I can do. And I try to put my whole heart and mind into every single reading I do so that everybody gets a fair turn, right? I really do. And I hope you guys can see that. I hope the people who don't, you know, who didn't get readings at times, you know, can see that I really try to give everybody a fair shake with my readings. So I hope so. All right. I think S is very determined to work on a relationship with you. I think you feel very isolated from everyone, especially from S. I think you feel very isolated from S. But I think S is working very hard to, like I said, to make things work, and very determined to make things work. The world is telling me all about completion of your goals, completion and achieving what you wanted to, and being happy at the end, right? Being happy at the end of it all. So, you know, I do think that things are going to be okay for the two of you. I think, you know, you just feel very insecure right now. I think there's that whole idea of feeling left out of things. And I think you believe, but I don't think S is this way. I don't think S is doing something behind your back. I don't think S is being sneaky. I think S is just really trying to basically rescue you and move forward from things. I think he's moving forward and spreading out a little bit from you, just so he has room to make things work, to figure out exactly what he's going to do to get things to be better. Right? I think he's very dedicated to you. And I think he's taken the space. You know, you said you've given him some space, and I think he's really taking that space to make things better. But the problem is, while you're giving him space, you feel isolated and left out, and that makes you feel insecure. But at the end, right, in the end, you have the happiness and the joy, knowing that things are complete and you've completed exactly what you wanted to complete. All right, Basharat, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Thank you, everyone who's here tonight. Again, if I didn't get to you, I do hope you understand that I try to give everybody, good readings, really good readings, and not just, one card cheapy reading, because that's no fun. I can't. Yeah, you don't get anything from a one card reading. If somebody does a one card reading for you, you know what they're doing? They're just explaining to you what that card means. That's what I always think about. You like that deck? You love that deck, Combobulated? Yeah, that is the Lightseer's Tarot. It's a wonderful deck. Yeah, that one. My other favorite, of course, is Anna.K. The Anna.K deck. It's very big, but it's very beautiful, colorful. But anyhow, yeah, anybody who goes around just giving one card readings, all they're doing is telling you what the card means. I just don't get it. I don't like it. So I give you guys I give you guys a full reading, right? Something people pay money for if they actually went somewhere. But I get it. I do. Because I feel like, you know what? Everybody deserves it. And if I can help you that way, awesome. But that also means, though, that some people don't get readings every day. So, yeah, there's a trade-off. Where is that line, right? Well, anyhow, I hope you guys all had a great night. I will see you all tomorrow. I'm here again tomorrow, 11:30 a.m., 6 o'clock p.m. And we will do this all over again. Definitely come in, come on out and come to one of the shows, and I will do my best to get to your readings, that's for sure. I try every day. So, all right, have a good night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye now.